Hope everyone is feeling some kind of energetic shift happening to you as we moved through the eclipse portal of the unknown. We want to be aware that this eclipse, Pisces full moon, this eclipse happened in the deep ocean of Pisces. The Pisces is the realm of intangible, untouchable, unknowable realm of mystery, and certain things that we are seeking to find or certain clarity we want to see may not be with us at this point yet, or we may not be able to recognize them through our senses or through our mind, but we got to be certain that some kind of shift is happening within my own inner deep unknown and in our psyche, in that subconscious unconscious state of the mind, and things are happening. Something is happening in the unknown, within and without, all around us. Like we are going through the vortex of change. And as we move through the fog, right? And also the eclipse energy stays with us for the next 6 months or so until the next eclipse cycle arrives next spring, March of 2025. So we gotta be, we gotta be open-hearted, and this process of change and metamorphosis and decomposition will continue to happen this week. It's a big week because the lunar eclipse happened, and now we are moving toward the autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere, the spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. This is a big week of a lot of shift happening, a lot of changes happening, a lot of kind of like clicking and sorting out within our mind, in our psyche. A lot of reprogramming can happen, a lot of new program can be kind of programmed into our psyche now. So we got to be willing to create the change. Knight of Wands is all about this fierce fire, our will and yearning and desire, the fire, the passion, right? Desire can be a little bit watery, the cup filled, but that fire energy is all about the will, right? Aligning my own egoistic will with the will of God, the universe, to ride this horse of change. That passion to be in service of my higher truth, to be in service of my spirit. And I trust wherever this horse, my spirit, is taking me to, but I am choosing not to stay stuck. That kind of big intention is important right now. That intention, the magician card, is showing up, but also because of the fact that today, right, the moon, the key player of eclipses are the moon. Now moon ingressed into Aries, the sign of I amness, right? The self, the will, the intention as a soul, as a spirit to live here on earth. The spirit is with the moon is in Aries with the North Node. This is a time that we want to tap into, to ride our own inner dragon, the phoenix rising from our own ashes, and then I will ascend, right? I will ride this horse, this dragon, to that higher realm of reality, 5D and beyond. I am on the path of ascension. That kind of will and intention is super important right now, because we are moving through that energy of one chapter completing, and we are stepping into a brand new chapter, right? And after this eclipse point of ending, releasing, death point, we are moving through that decomposition point, right? That decomposition point can be messy. It can be a lot of sorting out needed, but we have to be driven by that energy of this harvest. How far we've come, how much of drama that we've been through, and we've gained enough strength and wisdom to start initiating a new journey, new chapter, new book of my life. This eclipse that passed yesterday was not just an end of one chapter, it was an end of one book. The book that we've been writing for all those years, months and years throughout our lives. Like, we are discarding that old book and we are starting to write a brand new book with a brand new main character, which is more aligned to their higher truth, to our own higher truth. And when we shift, when we die and reborn with the new identity, with the new self-realization, stories got to change. And we are initiating today, especially the point where when the moon crosses over that north node, it's gonna happen in afternoon time, early evening time in northern hemisphere, in the eastern time zone. But this is the point we are choosing to grip onto our own magic wand, to initiate, to start a new magic, to start walking on that new path of ascension, because the sun is creating a trine aspect with Uranus as well. This is the energy that we've been moving through. The sun is at 26 degrees of Virgo. Tomorrow exactly it will meet Uranus at 27 degrees. But with that Pluto there too, right? Grand trine is happening here. This is a very karmic point to start creating a new solid foundation that will take us to that Uranian archetype, which is the energy of ascension, expansion, freedom. We are that seeker of freedom. We are that seekers of higher truth. The magician, the Hermes, the mind, the Mercury ruled card. We have all the resources already within us to create all the magic and miracles, and we are choosing to start using our mind differently. Right, Uranian energy is all about the antenna. We are tuning in, tapping in to create, right, to raise our antenna up, to receive the higher frequency, the message, the all the signs and symbols and synchronicities and all that kind of stuff is going on right now. All the signs are everywhere, and we need to tune our antenna, or like tune our own inner radio frequency to that frequency of God by releasing all the delusionary, illusionary, confusing thoughts and feelings. Now I have to say, when that moon squares Mars today, it can create a lot of energies of deep feelings that keep, right, that wants to pull us back, right, sucks us back and into the old patterns of a little bit of addictive nature, depressing nature, deep, heavy feelings can come up and all that kind of, right? I thought we've been through this. I thought I've moved through this, and now these thoughts are coming back up again, and it's taking me to the dark, heavy space of despair and worries and all of that, right? It can happen under this moon Mars square, but we got to again and again shift out of that by choosing our own magic wand, and then we shift our attention and change, right? Trick our mind, trick. Our mind is a trickster, and when those kind of feelings come up, we gotta keep coming back to that Knight of Wands energy to ride, right? Keep intending bigger, right? Keep that intention to that higher space, because whatever we are dealing with, what we feel like attached to, the better reality is waiting on the other side. The back of the deck was the adjustment card. This is the justice card, right? Justice card of balance and peace. And that we are moving toward that equinox point of balance, of peace, of harmony. And we are moving through a lot. When we reach toward the eclipse point of over this weekend, Venus will square Pluto, Mercury will soon square Pluto, the sun will create that right energy, talking with Pluto to a lot of death rebirth process will continue. I must say, it was not that just the yesterday Pisces full moon. We are under this waves and tides of Pisces eclipse energy, still trying to wash away the frequency of the past, of the old self, to bring to bring balance, right? We gotta stay in balance with our spirit, with the God, the cosmic consciousness that is us. That cosmic consciousness always reminds us how spacious and powerful we are, filled with infinite possibilities, right? So we gotta keep coming back to that awareness, because Knight of Wands can be our ego driving us crazy too, right? Our ego, if that ego is turned up, we can be like, no, this has to go this way, and this person has to change the way they're doing these things, and I have to change this situation in order for me to get to that peaceful, balanced state. No, that too is all about ego's mind trying to find that balance within the mental space. But the easy way out is to withdraw from that constantly leaning forward, trying to solve problem mind, and drop that resistance, all of it. Release, and trust. No, it's not the mind that I have to take care of. It's not my mind have to find the solutions to my problem. I gotta choose to trust my spirit and trust my own inner magic, that whenever the time comes, within the perfect timing, that problem will be solved, and the solutions of the problem will be presented. We have to be very strongly hold strong will and intention, but in the same amount, for the same amount of energy, of the same amount of energy of receptivity is also very important, right? The energy of surrender, the energy of trusting, trust. That answer is already deep within me, in my spirit. So I choose to let go of all the resistance. I choose to be easy on myself, and I choose to keep that ease within me, peace within me, and focus my attention in the wholeness, the contemplation, in a sense of completeness, in a sense of this big sense of gratitude for everything as is, and just focus on this, again, of this riding the dragons, riding your spirit animal, and taking us into the higher up-leveled space, whether it's the 5D, the higher dimensional reality, where only ease and peace and love exists, right? Only within this 3D earthly low frequency vibrational reality, we struggle, we fear, we worry, we get frustrated, and we get angry, We have to choose to come back again and again and again and again. The Magician card, beautiful card of initiation and magic, is with us today. That we have to choose to keep coming back to that will, to commit, to stay with my own spirit, which is that God, the creator, that cosmic intelligence and oneness of all, right? So let us be that magician ruled by the Mercury. All magic is in the mind, all magic is in the will.